Now when we come towards the septum, so you remember one septum is auriculoventricular septum, or you remember this is a transverse septum, and one. Hello students, welcome to Dr. Deepa Dhake's NEET Biology, and in today's session we are going to study about the structure of human heart. In previous session we already completed about the structure of circulatory fluid, that is blood, where we study about the structure and function of plasma as well as corpuscles. And in today's session let's begin with the structure of heart. Now students, most important thing you remember when we study about the human heart, so first here you remember where is the heart is located. So you remember one thing, the human heart is present in thoracic cavity and in between both lungs. The part is called mediastinum, and in mediastinum human heart is located. So human heart you remember when we study, so location wise you remember what is the location. Location you remember is present in mediastinum, or in simple terms you remember it is present in between the lungs. So secondly, the position if you remember, so position, it is slightly tilted in position. So the heart tilted in position, and secondly it is tilted towards left, and it is fixed in cardiac notch. In respiratory system we study the left lung show the cardiac notch. So students you remember in cardiac notch the heart is fixed. So heart you remember it is fixed in cardiac notch of left lungs. So this part you remember. When we study about the shape, so shape you remember it is somewhat triangular in shape or cone like shape we are saying. So shape simply you remember shape wise it is triangular or conical. Secondly, the upper broad part is called as, when we see the structure of heart, the upper part of the heart or the auricle area where the auricles are situated, at that site you remember heart are broad in structure and slowly they are narrow towards the end or towards the ventricle. So here you remember upper broader part, the part which is present towards the auricle, that part is mainly called as base of the heart, whereas the lower narrow area is called as apex of the heart. So don't be confused. Base word we basically use for atria or atrial chambers are present. So atrial or for atria we use, and apex we use for the ventricles, the side of the heart where the ventricles are present, that is called as the apex. Normally when we draw, so in making a diagram we normally draw the diagrams in this way, and this is the rough sketch. So this part when we draw for the structure of heart, so here you remember this broad part of the heart is called as base of the heart, and this narrow region is called as apex, because heart is situated in this way. But when we making a diagram, so making a diagram in this way. So this part you remember. Now when we come towards the size, the size as such it is vary from person to person. So you remember tightly clenched fist. So here you remember the clenched and closed fist. So this part you remember. So if you left thumb you put inside that, and if you close your fist, then whatever size is there, that is the actual size of our heart. So this part you remember. So these are the some general positions and terms related with the heart. When we come towards the types of heart, when we study about the types of heart, so you remember there are two types of heart. One is myogenic and second is neurogenic. So predominantly in humans, you remember, in humans heart is myogenic. So in human being, you remember, in human being myogenic heart is present. Now what is myogenic? Myogenic means, simply you remember, when the activity or the functioning of heart or heartbeat are controlled by the special group of cardiac muscles, then the heart is called as myogenic. Whereas in cockroach आप study करते हैं, in cockroach you already studied that the heart is neurogenic when the nervous system control the heartbeat or the functioning of heart is under nervous control, then the heart is called as neurogenic heart. So for this human heart, you remember, human heart is myogenic. Now we come towards the structure of heart. So here mainly you remember, when we study about the heart, so heart is mainly consist of wall, chambers and valve are there. So don't confuse between the wall and valve. Wall is mainly protective in function and valves when present. So valves in heart are mainly responsible to prevent the backflow of blood. So students, now we come towards the main structure of heart. So in human heart, following structures are present, and again one time I revise, the human heart is myogenic. When we study about human heart, so here we study about wall or protective covering. Second, we study about the chambers. And third part, in human heart, we mainly study that to prevent the backflow of blood, valves are present. When we considered the wall, so wall you remember is 3 layered and outer to inner when we come. So outer layer or outer wall you remember called as epicardium or pericardium in some reference book you refer. Secondly, the middle layer is present, that is called as mesocardium or myocardium, and the third you remember, innermost wall is called as endocardium. Now here you remember, this is the middle layer. This middle layer is myocardium and it is consist of a cardiac muscle. So myocardium you remember, myocardium is a muscular layer, whereas the endocardium means the wall which is present inside or inner to. So this is endocardium. And then epicardium. Epicardium you remember, again the epicardium is made up of 2 layers, so that we study. Now when we study about these 3 layers, so tissue wise you remember, this is epicardium, this is endocardium, and the middle layer you remember it is myocardium. Now myocardium, endocardium you remember it is made up of epithelium tissue, and epicardium is also made up of epithelial cells or epithelial lining some कह रहे हैं. So it is also made up of epithelium. Epithelium when we study, so the 2 layers are present in epicardium. The innermost layer of epicardium you remember is called as visceral epicardium, or one another term we use, that is pericardium. So visceral pericardium you remember, and the outer is called as parietal pericardium, and both visceral pericardium and parietal pericardium both combine to form epicardium or pericardium भी आप कह सकते हैं, and both these are the epithelial linings. Myocardium you remember, myocardium is mainly consist of cardiac tissue or cardiac muscles, and the property of cardiac muscles when you study, so cardiac muscles, identical property of cardiac muscle you remember, the presence of intercalated disc. Intercalated disc is the identical property of the cardiac muscles. Secondly, cardiac muscles you remember are called as mixed muscles because functionally they are similar to involuntary and structurally they are similar with voluntary muscles. So intercalated disc you remember आपको appear कहाँ पे होंगे? They are present in cardiac muscles, that is in myocardium. And again the endocardium. Endocardium is again made up of epithelium cells. Okay. Now we come towards the chambers. When we study about the chamber, so here you remember human heart. When we study human heart is mainly consist of 4 chambers. These chambers are by transverse septum. The chambers are divided into upper chambers and lower chambers. Upper chambers are called atria or auricle also we use, and the lower chambers are called ventricle. Now what is the difference between these two chambers? So here you remember atria or auricles are blood receiving chamber, whereas ventricles, as you all know, ventricles क्या है आपके पास? Ventricles are the blood distributory chambers. To the various part of body, blood distribution is take place, and this blood is distributed with the through the ventricles. So you remember ventricles are the blood distributory chambers. Again the auricle as well as ventricle. By longitudinal septum they divided into right auricle and left auricle. Similarly, the ventricles are also divided into right ventricle and left ventricle. So this part you remember, there are 4 chambers in human heart, so that we study how they are present in human heart with the help of diagrams. Now we come towards the valves. Valve you remember, the main function of valve is mainly to prevent the backflow, and broadly 2 types of valve are present. Cuspid valve and semi-lunar valve. These you to remember, semi-lunar valve. Now where these valves are located, this is the most important. So valve responsible for mainly to prevent backflow, and what is the exact position of these valves? This is the most important part. So cuspid valve you remember, cuspid valves are present between atria and ventricles. Now 2 type आपके पास है atria के, right atria and left atrium, right ventricle and left ventricle. So the cuspid valve, depending on their position, further they divided into 2, the bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve. So here you remember tricuspid we first take, tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. Location wise when we study the diagram, so diagrammatically then we see what is the exact location, but for objective you remember they are located on atrioventricular septum, or in simple terms you remember the transverse septum of the heart show the presence of these 2 valves. Tricuspid valve you remember present between right auricle and right ventricle, Whereas bicuspid valve, one of the most important question, bicuspid valve is also called as mitral valve, and the bicuspid and mitral valve, both terms used for a same structure, is present between the left auricle and left ventricle. So this part you remember for the cuspid valve, and because of the presence of cuspid valve, once the blood enter into ventricle, it never return back into the auricle. Now we come towards the semilunar valve. Semilunar means half moon shaped valve. These valve, you remember, these valve are present inside ventricles. Okay, so they are present in ventricle, that is right ventricle as well as left ventricle, and in right ventricle at base of pulmonary artery they are present, and in left ventricle semilunar valve is present at the base of aorta. When we study about the semilunar valve, so you remember semilunar valves are made up of three flap-like structures. These three flaps are present as half moon shaped structure. So these three half moon shaped flaps combinedly form one semilunar valve, and such kinds of valves are present at the base of aorta in left ventricle and at the base of pulmonary artery in right ventricle. When we study about the cuspid valve, cusp means the membranous flaps are present, and when the three flaps like structure are present, then it is called tricuspid, whereas in bicuspid only two cusps or two flaps are present in between the left and left auricle and left ventricle. So this is a general structure for recalling the this is a general chart for recalling the structure of heart. In this part, mainly you go through the myocardium, that nature of myocardium, identical properties of cardiac muscle, valve you remember, most of the time the bicuspid and mitral valve comes in correctly paired match, incorrect match, or in match the column type of question also you appear bicuspid and mitral valve. Now with the help of diagram we study what is the exact structure of the human heart. So students, let's begin with the structure of hearts in simple way. I am going to explain here. So here we study the heart. Upper chambers of the heart are called as auricle or atrium, and the lower chambers are called ventricle. Okay, this part you remember, the lower narrow part is called apex and the upper part already discussed is called as base. Now the wall is present. Wall consists of three layers. एंडोकार्डियम ड्रॉ किया है अभी हमने. नाउ आई एम मेकिंग डायग्राम ऑफ myocardium and then epicardium. So these are the three layers. Protective wall. Main function of the wall is to protect the heart from mechanical jerks and shocks. So these are the three walls here. We show the opening of pulmonary vein. Oxygenated blood is there. Pulmonary vein is open. So here you remember pulmonary vein. Exception for all the veins. The pulmonary vein, normally veins carry the deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein is the only vein which carry oxygenated blood from lungs towards the heart. So this you remember. Now this oxygenated blood. Now we come towards the structure. The upper chambers of the heart are called as auricle or atrium. Now you see one transverse septum is present in heart. This transverse septum is called as here you remember transverse septum. This septum is called as auriculoventricular septum. And this is the septum where the cuspid valves are present. So here you remember the cuspid valves are present. The bicuspid valve is present between left auricle and left ventricle, and tricuspid valve is present in between the right auricle and right ventricle. So the upper chamber, this is the left auricle and this is right auricle. Auricles are called as collective, and the ventricles, the lower chamber. So this you remember, this is the left ventricle and this is our right ventricle. Okay, ventricles are responsible for the distribution of blood. Left ventricle for oxygenated blood in aorta, and right ventricle for the distribution of deoxygenated blood in pulmonary artery. Now when we study about the chambers, so you remember the wall of left ventricle, is quite thick, or maximum thicknesses appear in the wall of left ventricle because this ventricle is mainly responsible for pumping of blood to the various part of body at under a very high pressure. Now यहाँ पर अब आप देखिएगा from left ventricle when we study, so these four chambers you remember. Right auricle receive, left auricle is a collective आप कह रहे हैं, left auricle receive blood, oxygenated blood from pulmonary vein. The right auricle receive the deoxygenated blood from vena cava. So this is the superior vena cava, and from here the inferior vena cava. Actually it comes from this side, but I am draw from this side. Clear? And this is the inferior vena cava. So this you remember, this is inferior vena cava, which carry impure blood from the parts which are below, situated below the heart, and this is the anterior vena cava, or when we use the inferior, so we use the term superior vena cava. Clear? From left ventricle you remember, aorta is developed from left ventricle, and this aorta show the presence of semilunar valve. So three flap-like of moon-shaped flap-like structures are present. So this is a semilunar valve, and then aorta you remember, aorta comes out of the heart, and again it divided. So that part we study in arterial system. So this part you remember, this is a major aorta. Similarly in right ventricle, pulmonary artery is developed from right ventricle, and in this pulmonary artery the deoxygenated blood of right ventricle is poured, and from this right ventricle the pulmonary artery immediately divided into right pulmonary artery and left pulmonary artery, and this pulmonary artery show the deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide mixed blood. So this you remember, pulmonary artery which carry the blood away from the heart, that is from heart it carry deoxygenated blood towards the lungs. Now here you remember, in ventricle part the spatial muscles are present. This kinds of structure you appear in the wall of ventricles. These are called as papillary muscles. So papillary muscles you remember, papillary muscles are present in the inner layer of the ventricle, and in addition to that, to control the opening and closing of cuspid valve properly, here the chordae tendineae, the special bands of cardiac muscles are present. These bands are called as chordae tendineae. So chordae tendineae, you remember, chordae tendineae are the bands of muscles fiber or cardiac muscles which are responsible to control the opening and closing of cuspid wall. Position of chordae tendineae asked generally. So you remember the chordae tendineae are mainly present in the ventricles. Papillary muscles are responsible to raise the pressure of ventricles which develop at the pumping of blood, and papillary muscles, you remember, they are also present inside the inner wall of the ventricle. Now when we come towards the septum, so you remember one septum is auriculoventricular septum, or you remember this is a transverse septum, and another septum is there. Because of that, both the auricle and ventricles are divided into left and right auricle. So in auricle region, this septum is called as interauricular septum, and in site of the ventricle or in between ventricle longitudinal septum is present, that is called interauricular septum. So for septum also, you simply remember this diagram. This is the transverse septum, that is called as auriculoventricular septum, and this is the longitudinal septum. Longitudinal septum in case of in region of auricle is called as interauriculoseptum, and in the region of ventricle it is called as interventricular septum. What are the properties of these septums that we separately study? So this part you remember. Clear as some special structures are present on these septums, so that we separately study when we study about the cardiac cycle. So this part you remember. So this is the feature, main structure. These layers we already labeled. This is the pericardium or epicardium. This is myocardium, and this one is a endocardium, and these are the common structures which are present in human heart. These are the openings. These openings are also protected by the wall, but you remember only two wall, that the bicuspid wall and tricuspid wall. So here you remember this is a bicuspid wall and this is the tricuspid wall. And secondly, these are the semilunar wall. So this is the common structure of human heart. So students, with this we complete the structure of human heart. So again one time revise कर लीजिए. Human heart is myogenic heart, mainly because cardiac muscles control the activity of heart. Secondly, when you study of the heart, so heart is situated in mediastinum. It is slightly tilted in position. Left lungs में cardiac notch में fit है heart. And secondly, the size of the heart is according to the clenched fist of the persons. Structure when you study, so you remember the valve, you remember the chambers, as well as you remember the tissues which are participate in the formation of cardiac wall. So this is all about for the structure of heart. In next session we study about the nodal tissue and cardiac cycle, that how the nodal tissue is participate in performing the cardiac cycles. By that time, stay connected with the channel. The new students who are coming today or joining the channel from today, उनको अगेन मैं कहूंगी कि काइंडली सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल, लाइक माय वीडियोस. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज एंड डाउट्स तो वो भी आप लिख सकते हैं. आप लोग you are not giving any queries and doubts, so I think each and everything is clear to you, but फिर भी queries and doubts को लिखते रहिए. And up to new session, stay motivated and stay blessed.